Hello.
You alright, sweetheart?
Yeah.
What seems to be the trouble?
Well, I'm going to have a 16th party, well, hopefully.
16th party? You've had 15 up till now. Do you have one every year?
No, I only had one last year.
Right, but you are 16 years of age.
Gonna be in February, but I want ideas.
I suppose you're 16, you can't really drink booze yet, or any drugs, because that's illegal. 16, right, now you will be legally allowed to have sexual partners. Now, I think you should theme the party around legal sex. Why don't you have it themed around vampires? Because I suppose what you really want to do is heighten the mood of, like, you're 16, you're still essentially a child, but you're coming of age. I think you want to heighten the mood of danger. So dress as say it's a vampire themed party. Why not? February.
A masked ball.
Masked ball, like
That's
hold on, a Venetian masked ball. That's a good idea, Matt. In its way, erotic, but in a suppressed, suitable way for a 16-year-old girl.
In Europe and in the United Kingdom where I'm from, the age of consent is 16, and I did sleep with a 16-year-old when I was 30. In Europe and in the United Kingdom where I'm from, the age of consent is 16, and I did sleep with a 16-year-old.
A woman claims Brand sexually assaulted her during a 3-month relationship in 2006, when she was 16 and still at school, and Brand, then aged 30, was a BBC radio presenter and host of Big Brother's Big Mouth. She claims she told her mother, who advised her to text Brand and tell him her age, but that he was undeterred, and on the date asked her to confirm she was 16. The woman said that over the following weeks, Brand referred to her as the child, and she alleged that he was controlling and sexually and emotionally abusive. She said he sent a car to her secondary school to take her out of lessons and asked her to save his name as Carly in her phone to deceive her parents. He also allegedly gave her scripts on how to lie to her parents and advised her to hide the relationship from her friends, describing the experience as isolating. The woman and a family member described Brand's behavior to the Sunday Times as grooming. The 16-year-old girl, who has accused Russel Brand of sexually assaulting her when he was 31 today, put the BBC at the heart of the scandal after claiming the Star's radio to chauffeur picked her up from school. The woman, now 33, and known as Alice to protect her identity, claimed Brand nicknamed her the child. Also believes the same BBC car took her from the comedian turned wellness guru's flat to her grandmother's house. The BBC, Channel 4 and Benije UK, the production company who ran the Big Brother spin-offs he presented, have all launched investigations into whether they aided his alleged attacks or ignored complaints. Alice said, "The first time I used it, he told me I was booked to take him to his radio show, but he had a friend taking him instead, so I should use that car." She said that a BBC driver also took me to my grandma's house one day from Russell's house, and then when the car picked me up from school, it was the same car. I knew that was a BBC car. BBC used convicted paedophiles to chauffeur celebrities and high-profile guests, including then Prime Minister 𝗬𝗲𝗄 over 30 years. The BBC used convicted paedophiles to chauffeur celebrities and high-profile guests for over 30 years, it has been claimed. A chauffeur service headed by a man with convictions that included raping a child at gunpoint was used by the BBC from the late 70s until 2006. Niven Sinclair was paid millions as his firm transported celebrities, including Jimmy Savile and high-profile guests, such as then Prime Minister 𝗬𝗲𝗄, to and from the corporation's studios. The BBC itself issued glowing praise for Sinclair as being a wily and determined man who built a reputation for digging programs out of holes. Also known as Niven Cars, his business had 150 cars being driven for the BBC at one stage, The Telegraph reported. One of the drivers, David Smith, went on to abuse at least 2 children at the studios.